a squirrel, and dude, I'm not gonna name drop him, but I wasn't driving, by the way. I'm sorry if you think I was. We're driving, right, and we're going down a back road, and it's like a pretty long distance, and we see the squirrel, right, and we're all like, hey, there's a squirrel, like, slow down, and he's like, oh, you're all right. I'm not gonna name drop anyone, but I'm 95% sure that the squirrel's death was intentional.
That's disgusting.
And so we were like, what the fuck?
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, why would you do that?
What the fuck? Like, he was like, I was trying to swerve away.
No,
no, you put your tire right over that fucking squirrel. So we had him pull over and drive back and to make sure it was dead. I told my brother that it was alive, but
it wasn't alive. It was dead.
I mean, it was getting there. And so it died, and we put it in a snake hole.
You buried it?
Well, I mean, if you consider putting it in a snake hole, burying it, then
that's fucked up.
See, for me or him?
I guess both.
No, well, like it was in the middle of the road, so we just moved it out, and there was a big hole, so we put it in the hole.
All right, but honestly, if you have like the ability to kill an animal like that and laugh about it, or even do something like that and just kind of brush it off like it was nothing, I think you have some sort of issue. Like, there was a kid in my neighborhood I watched push a bird's nest out of a tree and stomp all the baby birds to death.
Jesus.
Like, and he laughed. He's like, oh, how funny is that? Like, dude, that's not funny. Like, you have issues. Like, you have issues. If you can cold-heartedly do something like that, you have issues.
Yeah,
like, you might want to get that checked out.
That same person I was with, we hit not the same day, we hit a bunny.
Well, this guy is intentionally hitting shit to show off.
I don't think he hit the bunny on purpose.
Dude, two things. He's hitting shit
No,
to show
that
off.
bunny shot out in the middle of the road. It was that one.
My dad had a cat once. It ran out. It literally jumped out of a bush. And
how many lives did it have left?
I think that was its last one because it straight hit the floor, went stiff, and died.
Did you guys, like, pull over?
No, it was too late. We just kept going.
Yeah, I know.
But, like, that, if we just seen the cat, we'd have stopped, obviously. Like,
my friend was telling me a story today how, like, yesterday, the day before, he accidentally hit a duck. Like,
a duck? How do you hit
There was, like,
duck?
a duck, and it was,
like a baby duck?
No, like a big duck.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he was in his,
the fuck
like, his mom's car that's, like, I guess, bigger or whatever, and there was oncoming traffic this way, so he couldn't swerve, and there was no shoulder of the road.
Yeah.
So he tried to go, like, directly over it to have it
like go under the car.
But he thinks, like, the duck looked up because all he heard was like a tink of, like, the beak hitting, like,
the front of the car,
the metal of the car or whatever. And he said he looked back and the duck was done.
Oh,
like,
poor
damn.
Ducky.
Ducks are cute, man.
Ducks are cute. Like, I had a duck that lives up by our house, and it always, like, whenever I'm out weed whacking on the lawn, they'll come up and they'll sit around my legs, and they'll
poop.
They won't. I mean, they poop. They're ducks. But I'll weed whack all the stuff down, and they'll eat the little flowers I drop off or whatever they're eating from the grass and weed whack, and they'll just follow behind me and they'll wait for me to weed whack the stuff, and they'll go down and they'll nibble and they'll eat whatever they want. But that is cool. And there's a goose that hangs out with the ducks, and he thinks he's a duck. I don't think, like, he only hangs out with these 3 ducks. Like, they're just bros, man.
Huh. I think I know a person that would have taken that weed whacker to a duck's head.
I think we all know a person like that. I don't know if I necessarily like people like that.
Yeah, he's sitting right in front of me.
You know I would not do that.
I have here in my notes, as each day goes by, we remain the same distance of age between each other.
What do you mean? That makes no sense.
No, tomorrow you might be 17 in 3 days, and I will always be, like, say I was 16 in 3 days and you were 17 in 3 days. When you, like, that next day, we will never, like, your age will never
because I'm not
change.
fast forwarding in time, and you're not.
I know.
Back.
I thought about that. And I put
like, that made no fucking sense.
It makes sense.
Okay, it makes sense, but it's fucking dumb.
Is it?
Little.
I just thought it was like.
It's like saying, dude, as if me and you walk at the same pace, we're never gonna pass each other. Well, no shit.
Why you always put me on blast? These past 2 podcasts.
What do you mean, put you on blast? You always think I'm trying to insult you, and the one time I actually do insult you,
blast. You ain't
coward.
You're supposed to think I'm a genius when I say shit like that.
That was some shit, dude.
That's some Zach shit, isn't it?
That's some Jake shit. That was dumb as fuck.
That's some Jake shit. I shouldn't have said that. All right, next. Right, we're gonna delete this one and start a new.
No, dude, fuck you.
That would be the 4th one.
Yeah, we're 45 minutes in or however long. We're gonna delete this because I said something dumb.
All right, here's one. Ever embarrass yourself in front of a girl you like?
I don't know if I've ever done that. I've done something embarrassing in front of the girl I liked. This was 7th grade.
Isn't that the question?
Throwback to middle school.
That's the fucking question.
That is the fucking question.
What did you hear?
I thought you meant I did something embarrassing in front of my girlfriend once, but like I didn't do something embarrassing. I did something that like I look back on, like maybe I shouldn't have done that. I was dating this girl in middle school, and she hated the word testicle.
Wait, is it the one I'm thinking of? Don't name drop.
Okay, well I'm dating this girl. Okay, it doesn't matter who it was. Blah blah blah. Hated the word testicle. And I guess all these boys kept coming up to her and saying, testicle, testicle, testicle. She's like, stop, stop, stop. And I'm like, being her boyfriend, I'm like, all right, I can't
Did you whip your testicles out?
No, I'm like, I can't just let this keep happening. So I waited for the next kid to come up. I waited for the next kid to come up and say testicle. So I'm sitting there. It's at lunch.
Was there a line?
No, like occasionally some kid would come up and say testicle, and I'd be like, all right, whatever. So this one kid comes up and he goes, hey, Delaney.
Her name's Jessica. You just said her name. She's telling me to cut it out. I'll do it if I remember.
Okay, well, we're sitting at the lunch table, and someone comes up and he goes, hey, testicle. So I call the dude. I'm like, dude, like, that's kind of funny. Like, you keep saying testicle to my girlfriend. Like, that's pretty funny. Like, come over. And he goes, oh, what'd you want to tell me? I go, bend over a little bit. He goes, what? I go, bend over a little more. And he bent over enough, like, as I was going to whistle something, I punched him in the nuts as hard as I could. I said, his testicle's still funny now.
What'd she say?
And she was like, why did you hit him? I was trying to be like the manly boyfriend. Like, I'm the hero. No one ever insults my girlfriend.
Don't talk to her like
that. I punched him in the nuts as hard as I could, and he dropped his lunch and fell to the floor and said he was going to fight me after school. That didn't happen. He's not going to fight me after school.
Do you remember who that was?
I do remember I remember everyone in the situation.
Well, I mean, say the name drop it.
No, I'm not name dropping anybody.
Type it in my phone. You can say cut it out on this. If I remember, I'll bleep it out.
All right.
Type it on this. Type the dude. I just remembered. Have I told the story of the shittiest gift I've ever given to my ex-girlfriend?
I don't know if you told it. You've told me.
Yeah, dude, I think that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I was dating a chick for like 6 months. Christmas rolls around, right? And it was like, you give each other gifts or whatever. And I was gonna spend like $100 on her, and I was out shopping with a friend, and I ended up spending $75 on myself. Oh, and it was like when you have that money, you don't really realize it's going until especially because it was a card, and I got a Visa or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't see that money going until like you look at the receipt, and it's like,
$25
left, and you're like, fuck. So that shit's gone on, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get her something. So I hope she's not listening to this because she'll know. So I get her a Minecraft t-shirt, a basketball,
she like some pair of socks.
I think a pair of socks. Not any good, not like Nike Elites. It's like Walmart gold toe socks. I wonder if she wears them.
Probably not. Probably threw that shit
and some
away.
Stupid shit. Maybe like some toys or something. Like some really stupid shit, right? So I bring my gift and stuff, and it's like wrapped. And I think this was the New Year's, right? Because I think she was out of town or whatever. Regardless, so we're hanging out or whatever, and it's turn time to give each other our gifts. So she gives me my gift, and it's actually it's right here. She gives me like an aluminum Miami Dolphins trash can that I still use, a blanket, like some really cool shit that I appreciated and I still appreciate. And then like as she was giving me this shit, I was like, oh no. It's like I was hoping she was gonna give me some like really bad shit so mine would be justified. And I gave her this stuff, and the relationship lasted like a week later. I was broken up with, and I didn't realize why until like now. Every time I think back on it,
it was that stupid fucking.
It's because
Christmas gift.
She couldn't like. I gave her a fucking Minecraft t-shirt and a basketball.
But that's so unlike you. You usually are known to give the best gifts. At least with me. Every gift I've ever gotten from you has been above the standards. Like, I never see it coming, but it's always good.
I give some good shit. I got you a katana one year.
You got me a katana. You got me all that Flostradamus, the DJ, if you know who that is. All the kind of Flostradamus gear you got me.
Yeah, I'm good now.
I got you the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts. You got me all those knives for Christmas, which was awesome. I'm still just twirl that karambit blade around all the time.
I figured
I'm in Counter-Strike.
You got me that. I still need to get a little rack to hang that up on somewhere. But I'm not a bad gift giver.
No, usually
I think that's the reason I became good, because I like
you had to redeem yourself.
It's not like she didn't say anything like.
What do you get to say? Like, this sucks. Like,
yeah.
You're not gonna say it to somebody.
But like,
it's a gift.
Oh god, just looking back on it, that was so cringy.
Have you ever gotten a gift and been like thought it was a joke. I'm like, this is so stupid, and it wasn't a joke. And then you look at them, and they're like looking at you, and you're like, oh shit. Has that ever happened to you? Never happened to me, but
maybe. But like, I'm pretty good at playing shit off. So maybe I said that, and I see their face. I'm like, bro, I'm just kidding. You know,
my friend, very good friend of mine. It was his birthday party one year when we were really young, and Hannah Montana had just gotten big. So his
with the TV show,
everything, Hannah Montana, the music, TV show, everything. And we were sitting down. It's time to open presents. He's getting all this cool stuff, and then he opens one up, and it's a Hannah Montana CD, and it's from his uncle. And he goes like, this is so stupid. I hate this. Uncle, like, where's my real gift? Like, I know you just messing around. Like, I don't want this stupid Hannah Montana. You might, I don't know. Like, this is a stupid Hannah Montana CD. I don't want this. And he looked at him and was like, dude, like, that's your gift. And he's like, you're kidding. Like, this is not my gift. He's like, dude, like, no, that's your gift. And then he looked at his mom, and he looked at him, and they were both like, that's your gift. He's like, poop. It's probably what he said because we're, like, little. But, God, could you imagine what was going on in his head? Like, I cannot bet. That's probably so awkward to sit there and, like, trash someone's gift. Or, like, you insult somebody and they're right behind you. Like, shit like that. You're like, I hate people who wear these, like, checkered Vans. They're so ugly. And then you look and, like, the person you're talking to's got the Vans on. You're like, damn it.
I remember playing my Club Penguin, and the cool shit, like, the rare shit to get was the checkered Vans.
Yeah.
And I wanted that shit so bad. But I remember being at a birthday party where, like, the kid and his grandparents got him a $5 Target gift card. And he was so fucking pissed off. And it's like,
I hate kids like that. They get pissed at, like...
I feel like I used to be like that, too.
I think it's a little kid thing, but you gotta teach your kid to not say anything, at least.
Well, they weren't there. I think they mailed it to him. But, like, he looked at it. He was like, what the fuck was this? Because it was like, I can see where he's, like... I guess I can see where it's coming from. Like, if it was my birthday and you got me a $5 Target gift card, I might look at you and be like, "Oh, come on, man." But like, I wouldn't like care that much. But I would sell you. I'd be like, $5. Come on, really? I think I'm worth 10.
See, maybe they thought he was young enough that
I think he would do that too if I gave you a $5 gift card.
Yeah, of course I would. Because at this point, I'm used to the high standard quality gifts.
I'm worth double digits at least.
So what they probably thought is this kid is a little kid. Like, if I give him $5, he's gonna think he's rich. Like, you're a little kid, you get $20. You're like, I'm gonna go buy a car and a house and candy and, like, you know, typical little kid stuff. You know,
yeah.
We'll go to a brothel. You know what 5-year-olds think.
I don't know. It just like I just like that they couldn't mail a $5 bill.
They had to buy a $5 gift card.
Exclusively.
Maybe they didn't think he would check how much is going to be on it, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's a gift card."
That was the first thing he did. I remember that, like, looking at the back, like, "Oh, I wonder." And like, you think I was like, "Oh, 25, 50? What do you think? What do you think?" He's
5.
Like, 5. I was like,
I started laughing.
I was like,
"You're poor, I hate you."
Yeah,
you know, little kids are mean.
Yeah, it was super cringy. Dude, I'm out of shit to talk about. I think we should end it here.
This is a good spot to end.
Let's just end it here. Let's not stretch it out too long.
I think if we keep going on too much, it's going to get boring and lame, and no one's going to listen to anything we're saying. So if you want to, let's shout some shit out. I feel like we don't do that enough. Even though this is the third one, so whatever. You can follow me over at Hootie_JT, HOOTY obviously JT. You can follow the podcast Twitter. Well, see, yeah, if you go to the podcast Twitter, it's got both our personal Twitters linked in the bio. So it's the at Not So Podcast on Twitter.
Is it the Not So Podcast or not?
Or Not So Podcast on Twitter. Just at Not So Podcast, and that's on Twitter.
Shut your shit out anyways.
Mine just C _ capital L UZ 11, but doesn't really matter. It's on the webpage. You can find that anyways. And honestly, thank you so much. Second podcast, we got 50 views the first day.
Yeah, which is awesome. The first one, I think it's at 150 views.
So 150 views or something like that. Dude, the second podcast got 50 views the first day. That is awesome. We got new and noteworthy.
Yeah,
on iTunes.
I forgot to mention that. I was going to mention that.
We did. We got on the new and noteworthy section of iTunes.
And we're still on there, so hopefully we move up.
Hopefully we're going to start moving up. It means third episode. I mean, we're competing with famous people here. I mean, we're just trying our best.
Just doing it really badly. So we're on SoundCloud, obviously. I don't know why I say this, even though if you're listening to it, you have your place. But if you're listening to this on Spreaker, YouTube, or SoundCloud, and not iTunes, if you do have access to iTunes or an iOS device, go to iTunes, look up the podcast at It's Not So Podcast
it's
on
easy.
iTunes.
You download it. You can listen to it whenever you want.
And even if you listen on SoundCloud or whatever, go give it a rate and review.
Yeah, drop us a review on iTunes because that's what's going to keep us getting more popular. And obviously, the higher up we get, I mean, opens more opportunities for us, more opportunities for the show itself.
It does help us out because gets us out there and shit.
And we're just two chumps of the dream here right now.
So, thank you very much, and tune in next time.
Tune in, every Saturday, bro.
Goodbye.
Catch us on the flip side.